Today, a new drama, same elite energy. It's your girl, Adeze Aduaka, and we're deep diving into the 360 Daily Blast. Tonight, we're also deep diving into a single high-stakes arena. The Ajosepo movie premiere took over Lagos State, Nigeria, and the brief was simple but terrifying. Owambe extravaganza. Now, when you give the Lagos elite an open license to interpret traditional royalty, you either get pure art or expensive chaos.
Let's be honest, Ada. Most people just saw Owambe and thought they were attending a distant cousin's wedding in Lekki Phase 1. But we're here to talk about the ones who actually treated that red carpet like a war zone. If your feet didn't take up at least 3 seats in a cinema hall, you failed. These are the headlines.
Swanky Jerry hijacks the brief in a graffiti-defined silhouette.
Timini Abuson defines clean luxury in contemporary Agbada.
Kanaga Jr. strips away the noise in an all-white structural minimalism.
Chimezi Imo shakes up the carpet with high IQ, understated tailoring.
Mike Afolarin channels imperial royalty with deep textured embroidery. Bolaji Ogumola weaponizes the corset in royal blue and white ashoke.
Efe Irela delivers a dual generation masterclass in effortless elegance.
Tommy K. Adeoye serves vicious perfect precision for the modern bride.
And Blessing Inde rewrites the rules in a vintage-infused Gen Z corset mini.
Now, let's start with Swanky Jerry because the man refuses to breathe normal oxygen. He took the traditional template and blew it out of proportion with a massive structured silhouette and a hyper-extended caped element. It was loud, heavy on the drama, and felt entirely international.
Swanky Jerry in Deji and Kola, it's given. Like, it's given I came to steal the bride, the groom, and the entire catering budget. It's completely unhinged, traditional couture, and that's why it works for him. It's a 10 over 10 for me, guys, for the bad girl playbook. But then you look at Timini Egusan, right next to him, also rocking Deji and Kola, but keeping it strictly pristine.
Now, Timini's contemporary Agbada was beautiful execution, I think. The choice of premium fabric, the tailored drape, the clean Yoruba filler, and the traditional coral beads, it really felt like a masterclass in modern luxury.
Timini knows his face card never declines. So I think he plays it really, really safe. It's clean, it's sharp, but it's exactly what we expect. Now, if you want someone who actually took a left turn on menswear, Kanaga Jr. completely disrupted the room.
Listen, I totally agree with you. Kanaga's all-white structured Agbada approach was exceptionally crisp. It had an almost ethereal minimalist energy to it that stood out entirely against the heavy colors on the carpet.
Minimalist. He looked like a fashionable celestial being who accidentally dropped into a Lagos party. It's high IQ styling, but he didn't really rely on heavy stones or bright colors for me. Just pure structure and posture. Absolutely heat.
True. Now let's look at the lead men shifting the texture game. Chimezie Imo brought a very subtle, deeply intellectual approach to his traditional cut. Clean lines, zero unnecessary noise. While Mike Afolarin went full regal prince with a heavily embroidered textured piece that perfectly mirrored his role in the film.
Mike looked like he was ready to inherit a kingdom. Which fits, but Chimezie's fit needed just a little bit more spice for me. But speaking of spice, let's talk about the women who brought absolute structural violence to the corsets. Look at Lizzie J.
Lizzie J in Twice Gorgeous was a major surprise. The transformation was undeniable. The tailoring pulled everything in perfectly, giving her this incredibly statuesque silhouette that we haven't seen from her before.
She looked like a dangerous woman, like
I know.
very dangerous. The internet was so shook, guys. But if we're talking about a structural violence, we have to talk about Bolaji Ogunmola in Beef Emporium. That royal blue lace combined with the white ashoke drape.
He was stunning, soft, pretty, but with an incredible commanding presence. The definition of an Ashwebi damsel.
It wasn't just pretty, Ada. I think it was tactical. The snatched on the waist should be classified as a weapon.
Wow.
She looked like she owns about 3 blocks in Delta State, guys. Absolute boiling point hot for me.
Yeah, which brings us to the ultimate headliners of the night. Efa Arele showed up with her mother, serving a dual generation look that completely warmed the carpet. But her individual fit kept that clean, high society elegance.
I think Efe always looks expensive, guys. It's annoying. But the real showdown was between the leading lady and the ultimate wedding guest, guys. Tomake Adelia's dress was given the beading, the sleeves, the intricate fabric transition. It was absolutely flawless.
Listen, it really was. Every single detail aligned, and I expect every single custom bride in Nigeria to be saving that exact image to their mood boards for the next 2 years.
Tomike looked like a perfect bride, guys. But Blessing Inze. Blessing looked like she owned the entire dynasty. Her version of the glamorous corset mini gown with a structured traditional overlay, it was given Gen Z royalty with a vintage soul. She didn't look like she was attending a premiere. She looked like she just signed the checks for the production.
The consensus is clear. The adjustable carpet proved that when it comes to reinventing traditional luxury, Lagos stands entirely alone.
And if your outfit doesn't cause a minor traffic jam on this timeline, you're wearing clothes. You're just wearing clothes. I want you guys to stay risky. Lagos, next up is Spotted.
All right, guys, welcome back to The Circle. We are moving from the red carpet straight into our sporty segment where we track the big moves, the major announcements, and the exact moments dominating your timelines today. And honestly, the internet is absolutely glowing right now. We are talking about pure high fashion maternity energy taking over the landscape.
Look, guys, usually when people announce big life updates, it's a basic mirror selfie or a cheesy photo shoot, guys. But today, the girlies are turning life milestone into literal high fashion editorials. Like, let's check out the headlines making the rounds. These are the headlines.
Temi Ajibade is expecting a baby and her announcement photos are everything.
There's a lot to learn from Aduk Akech unapologetic pregnancy style.
And Licoro shuts down the timeline as fans uncover a timeless trendsetter moment. Now we have to start with Temi, the Temi Ajibade. When the announcement dropped, the entire timeline stopped moving. The lighting, the styling, the sheer glow, it wasn't just a pregnancy reveal, it was a creative director's dream. It felt incredibly intimate, yet deeply editorial.
See, this is what I mean by elite behavior, Ada. Most people give you just a basic white t-shirt and blue jeans photo shoots. But Temi gave us fine art. It's elegant, it's soft, but it still says, I'm the main character of this story. It's a boiling hot, absolute boiling hot for me. It's flawless execution.
It really, really set the tone. And speaking of elevating the game globally, let's look at Aduta Ketch. The Bell Ninja style your bomb breakdown on her right now is a masterclass. She's completely rewriting the rules of maternity fashion. No hiding, no oversized shapeless racks, just high fashion, body conscious, unapologetic style.
I think Adult is out here showing the world that carrying a baby doesn't mean you pause your runway status. So she's wearing things that people with flat stomachs are scared to put on. It's given supermodel mother dominance, high risk, high reward, and it completely obliterates the old boring standards of pregnancy style.
Absolute fact. Now let's pivot from high fashion maternity straight into pure fan culture dominance. The internet completely dug up a legendary trendsetter moment of Licoro's that has everyone on X in a chokehold today. The energy, the movement, the undeniable style, the fans are reminding everyone exactly who runs the digital dance floor.
Look, the Licorice fan base doesn't play out. They went deep into the archives and dragged out the receipts and reminded the internet that her style card has always been premium since day one. It's loud, it's nostalgic, and it's the ultimate bad girl playbook, letting your legacy do the talking while everyone else is trying too hard.
Now, from iconic life updates to timeless archive moments, the Raider today proved one thing. The culture doesn't take days off. Next up is the drip check.
Check. All right, guys, I want Ada to step aside because it's time for my favorite part for the day. The pleasantries are officially over. We are doing the drip check, and I'm taking full wheel control. I've sorted through the absolute madness from the Ajosepo red carpets, and I've categorized the citizens into 3 distinct buckets. The one who set the building on fire, the one who just filled the space, and the one who need to fire their entire creative team before sunsets. There's gonna be no filter, so let's start with my absolute hot of the night. Bring it up, Blessing Inze.
See, I can't even argue with you on this one, EJ. Blessing completely stole the narrative.
She locked it in a vault and threw away the key, guys. Like we said earlier, while everyone else was doing typical Owambe guest templates, Blessing gave us Gen Z royalty with a vintage soul. The architecture of the corset mini-gown paired with the traditional overlay structures. Oh my God, absolute genius. It wasn't just an outfit, guys. It was an executive statement. She looked like she funded entire movie premiere, like a mandatory, undisputed, hot from the Bad Girl playbook.
Perfectly executed, zero notes, but who fell into your danger zone, EJ? Who is sitting in the middle?
Which brings me straight to the mid of the night. Look, it hurts my soul a little bit because his face card is legendary, usually, but we have to talk about Timini Agusan. Pull him up on the split.
Wait, EJ, hold on. Timini was immaculate, according to my opinion. Now, the premium fabric drape, the clean Yoruba fela, the traditional coral beads, it was a textbook masterclass in modern luxury. How is that made?
Oh, exactly, Ada. It was a textbook, a boring textbook. It's clean, it's safe, it's pretty, but it's exactly what I expect when Timini rolls out of bed. When the brief says Owambe extravaganza, and your peers are out here defying gravity, showing up in perfectly tailored standard silhouettes is just, I think, lazy luxury. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't move the needle for me, Ada. It didn't start a war in the group chat. It's the definition of mid.
You are impossible to please, EJ. All right, if Timini is mid, I'm genuinely terrified for who you put in the final category. Who is taking the first bite tonight?
Oh. The final verdict is frozen solid, guys. Bring up the absolute cold of the night. We have to look at Chimezi Emo.
Come on, EJ! Chimezie was going for a deeply intellectual, subtle approach. Clean lines, zero unnecessary noise is minimalist art.
The minimalistic art on an Owambe red carpet just means you ran out of fabric or time. It's cold, it's dry, it's completely lacking the Lagos spice for me. This carpet demanded theater, drama, and structural noise, but Chimezi looked like he was attending a very serious boardroom meeting about corporate shares instead of a high fashion movie premiere. There was no risk, no flavor, no bad girl approval. Ice cold, stay in the car.
Well, the arbiter of the taste has spoken, and she did not spare the favorite. This is the brutal reality of the drip chair.
I want you guys to dress like you own the building next time, or don't show up at all. Next up is the movie of the day.
Movie of the day, guys. All right, to wrap up this massive premium showcase, we have to talk about the literal reason everyone was dressed to kill in the first place. Our movie of the day is none other than the Kayode Kasum's blockbuster dramedy Ajosepo. Now, the title translates to togetherness or joint celebration, and the setup seems simple enough. Dapo and Tani, played by Mike Afolarin and Tomike Adeoye, are getting married, and their families gather in a luxury hotel. But let's be real, within minutes, the celebration completely implodes into a chaotic storm of long-held secrets and Yoruba family mess.
And when I say mess, I mean premium high-octane drama. This wasn't just a simple case of the mother-in-law hating the caterer. We're talking about a full-on, left-field, spiritual sex curse hitting the family right before the vows are exchanged. The moment Dapo's philandering father gets struck by a magoon thunderbolt in a hotel room with the wrong woman, guys. Oh my God. I knew the scriptwriters were on next level. It is chaotic, it is wild, and it's the exact kind of high-stakes drama I live for.
It completely catches you off guard, but visually the movie is incredibly clean. The picture quality is on point, the code switching between English and Yoruba feels completely organic, and the veteran cast ensemble really anchors the whole emotional weight. Ronke Oshorioke and Mercy Aigbe as the competing mothers brought that seasonal filtered energy that made you laugh out loud but also shrink back into your seat.
Trust me, Mercy Aigbe, Jesus Mama routine mix with those shady introductions was peak Nollywood royalty. And let's look at the siblings on screen, guys. Mike Afolarin Dakpo brought this smooth, cool breeze energy to balance out the storm, while Timini Abuso as the older brother, Jide, brought that heavy, defensive maturity. The chemistry when they finally decide to team up and hide the spiritual disaster from the rest of the wedding guests. Ali.
Exactly. Even though the pacing stumbles slightly out of the gate, once Ibrahim Yekini enters the scene as the chaotic Babalawo, the movie absolutely flies. It doesn't just take itself too seriously, which is why the audience can just lean back, absorb the over-the-top theater of it all, and appreciate appreciate a proper celebration of culture mixed with modern comedy.
Look, guys, if a movie doesn't leave you screaming at the screen or immediately texting your group chat about this family secrets, it's just a documentary. Ajosepo gave us theater, guys. It gave us structure, chaos, and most importantly, it gave us a reason to look that good on a red carpet. A definite in from the playbook.
It is an absolute roller coaster from start to finish. And that completely wraps up our Josepo special edition here on the 360 Daily Blast. Tag us, tell us your favorite looks and your honest reviews of the movie down below.
Where's your dad?
He should be on his way. No.
Where's your father?
Call your father now. You have his number. Why are you calling me to ask me that?
That ungrateful goats.
Wow. What's up, guy?
Such a small world.
Let's hook up for old time's sake.
This was supposed to be a quickie.
Quickly, Mom Lara.
Eh?
There's something wrong. Go.
Something has happened.
I think they will die.
What do you mean by that?
Àgbàlagbà láìsí ọmọdé báyà pé nu Yorùbá fíìmù ní kíní ìtìsẹ̀lẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti fi soundtrack sí ẹ̀ tí mo gbọ́. Bàrà ilé ẹni bá ń jẹ kòkòrò bá ò bá sọ fún.
And just like that, the vibes have been curated. That brings us to the end of today's edition of the Spice TV 360 Daily.
Don't get left behind. Follow the movement across all social media platforms at This is Spice TV Africa. We're dropping the daily highlights in fashion, music, and everything currently moving the needle in the culture.
Catch us in the comments and let us know who got chopped and who's still hot. Stay risky and stay expensive.
Stay fabulous and always
keep
keep
it
it stylish.
stylish.
Bye.